They painted you a picture so vivid, you could taste it. All the trips you never took. The life you never built. A love that only ever existed in their words, not their actions. That's the cruelty of future faking. You weren't just loving who they were. You were in love with the life they promised you. Welcome back, love alchemists. This is our space to turn hurt into power and pain into beauty. Future faking feels intoxicating because it gives you hope. It makes you believe the pain and the dissonance you feel right now is only temporary, and that one day it will all change. But that's an illusion. It's not the truth, but instead just a fantasy, because they never intended to build that life with you. And the longer you stay, the deeper you invest, and the harder it becomes to let go. So you stay and place all your bets on hope, the hope that one day they'll fulfill their promises. But real love doesn't live in words, it lives in actions. And if they intended to love you that way, they would have already shown you. So every red flag, every broken boundary, you forgive, because you're waiting for the someday they promised. That trip next summer, the getting a place together, the finally meeting the family, the forever, but none of it ever comes. And you're left grieving a life that only ever existed in your imagination. Why would someone say things they never intend to do? I asked myself that question 1,000 times. Future faking feels like a cruel kind of emotional manipulation. It seems like love, but it's really control. A way to keep you invested, loyal, waiting. They feed you words of tomorrow, so they don't have to show up today. And maybe they didn't plan it. Maybe they didn't sit down and think, I'll trap them. But intention doesn't erase the scar. And in my heart, the scar was devastation. Once I began picking up the pieces, I finally saw it for what it was. And the cycle was brutal. Hope, followed by disappointment on repeat. Every promise that dissolves, chips away at your soul. Your sense of self begins to erode because you stop living your life and just live inside theirs. You forget your own values, your own goals, because all your energy is tied to a future that never arrives. Your self-esteem cracks because every time they break a promise, somehow you end up believing it's your fault, that you weren't enough, that you should have waited longer, loved harder, been different. And worst of all, you begin to doubt yourself. Your memory blurs, your instinct dulls. Gaslighting wraps itself around empty promises until you can't tell what's real anymore. Until you don't know if you're nuts for holding on or lost for letting go. That's the impact. That's the scar it leaves. Here's the cruelest part. They never promised you a future because they meant it. They promised it because they knew it would keep you there. Hooked, waiting. It's how someone's starving you in the present. Keeps you waiting for a tomorrow that will never come. And one day you realize you've been trapped in a someday that doesn't exist, while your real life keeps passing you by. The awakening moment will be brutal. It's when you stop asking, will they finally choose me? And you start asking, why the F am I still waiting? That's the moment you take back your power. You realize it was never about you being more patient or more loving or finally worthy enough. It was never about love. It was about them, their needs, their comfort, their control. And that's what cuts the deepest when you finally let go of the fantasy. Because the truth is this, you didn't lose a future. You lost an illusion of what could be. And as painful as that is, it's also the moment you're set free. Because you don't need love that only lives in someday. You deserve a love that shows up now. A love that doesn't just speak, but stays. And don't forget, choose yourself, choose your peace, choose your freedom. You deserve a healthy love. because when you choose yourself, amazing new opportunities open up. If this video spoke to you, drop your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if you want more on healing, breaking patterns, and manifesting love and abundance, subscribe to the Love Alchemy Code.